We're good? We're live? We are live. Hi everybody, my name is Phil. I'm here at LIV Stables, and my wife and I, Anne, own the stables here. And I wanted to do this little live video just to kind of show you guys some of the things that we did with System Equine, some of the products that we had installed or did ourselves, and just do a kind of a quick video here of the facilities and what we did with their help. So yeah, let's go right into it here. So the first thing that we had done was the fencing. We did new fencing around the property and did some drainage and some various things to these paddocks. You can see this is the flex fence, which is great. It's super clean looking, but also very secure and high strength. We put a line of electrical around the top just to keep the horses back from the fence, and we just have one electrical unit that powers the entire property, so that's nice and handy. You know, the fencing is super clean. It stretches and flexes around the whole perimeter here. So this is our winter paddock, or dirt paddock, where the outdoor horses live. We have a couple outdoor horses, and then we have some indoors. And the team did a great job. They put this together in about a week, came in, put in all new posts, and then we painted everything with actually just using a sprayer, which worked out really fast, right? We did 3 rails, and then we put in some gates, which I'll show you here in a second. We also put in these gates here at the driveway. They are just remote controlled here through a push button, and System supplied us with these black light gates. They're really light, so they're easy to put on and don't cause a lot of strain on the posts. They also put in the posts for us to sort of match the look of the rest of the property. And then we installed a mighty mule arm that operate the gates here. So there's a sensor in the ground, so as people leave the property it opens, and then there's a push button here. So this just adds a bit more security as well, for in case a horse does get out and decides to run around here. Now the fencing that you see there in the distance was already in place when we bought the property. We moved here in 2018 and pretty much started doing some renos right away. But that was already in place. And then we put the outdoor sand ring in here as well with some drainage. But this is another little area that they did for us, which is great for our dogs. So this is, again, the same type of fencing with the flex fence, but then it has some wire mesh, so the dogs can have their run here and get outside in the summer and the winter, and they're safe and have some room to run around here. So it's not just for horses. They have solutions for a bunch of different types of animals as well, or livestock. So let's just go ahead and take a look over here in this paddock. I'll show you a couple other things that we had done and they just advised us on. So we had these gates put in as well. What I love about these gates is they're nice and light and easy to operate, but we put in these sure latches, which makes it really easy to open and close the gates, especially as we're bringing in and out machinery. So those just slide nicely when you close them. Hey guys! So we have all new fencing all around here. We also purchased a bunch of these hay optimizers. They're kind of slow feeding hay feeders, and my wife really wanted to get those for all the paddocks. We basically have one of these for each horse in the paddock. But they're great. They're super strong, easy to move around, and we have them out in the paddocks, and just keeps the hay dry as well in the winter time. and actually saves us on a lot of waste because they're not you know, flinging around. So here we have our Dutch doors. These are Dutch doors that we had made from System, and they came and we installed them ourselves actually. So we took the old doors off and had these installed ourselves. It was quite easy to put together as a kit, and they just look great and they function really nicely. So a couple things on these doors is they have, you know, really heavy hardware hinges, you know, to hold the tempered glass here at the top. We can open, you know, just the top part and lock it in, and then we can keep the breeze going out through the barn. And the bottom we put in the ash wood, which we had stained, sort of match the look and everything. They actually did a custom color on this for us. So this is sort of matching the, hey, you want to be in the video? Yeah? Matching the color of the barn, and just, you know, sort of completes the whole look inside and outside. So another thing I really love about these is these magnetic stoppers. So, you know, as soon as you close the window here, it snaps into place. So it's just very functional, but you know, super strong and heavy duty. No, you stay. Good boy. So here we are now inside the barn. We had purchased the barn. It had originally 8 stalls, and we converted 2 stalls into a tack room and a blanket room. And these are the Baycrest series stalls. Nice sliding doors, easy to close. We opted to get the pull down latch here, so that just makes it easy to operate and open, and keeps all the hardware away from the horse, you know, as they're coming out of the stall. We didn't want anything sticking out like we had on the old doors, right? These, you know, we did a little bit of a laser engraving here with the horse's name and the border, just to kind of add some personal touch there. And then we did the inside as well here in the stall. We did some window coverings because we had some old bars on there, and we wanted to make it easier to clean those windows. So now we can open those really easily and get into the windows and clean the windows, especially in the fly season. The other thing we did here is we put in some privacy panels, and I'll just go into this other stall here. So the privacy panels are really nice because it just gives the horse some space to kind of eat on their own. They don't have a neighbor staring at them while they're eating, and some of our horses were more, you know, not used to having someone next door, so we wanted to keep this private, and that just gives them that room to eat when we hang the hay bags or give them food here in the stall. We also did the soft stall mats in here. So when we moved in, this was all rubber. We wanted to make it more comfortable, and obviously also reduce the smell and keep everything drier. So we got rid of the rubber mats. We had some concrete under here, and got the soft stall mats and everything from System, and Robin helped us order all that. And it was quite easy to put in. You know, it does take a little bit of time to get used to, but now that they're in, they're actually quite durable. We don't use as much bedding in here either, because we don't need to, just to soak up some of the moisture. But we really love the soft stall. It's really, you know, a great solution for stalls. We put video cameras in each stall just to keep an eye on the horses at night, and during the day we can monitor them. This stall, we're using some new cardboard bedding, which we're trying out. So that's kind of the system we have set up here, and this is the other set of Dutch doors that we also put in ourselves. The ceiling we also did in a product called Truss Core. So the ceiling in here originally was all open, and this ceiling is really great. We used to get a lot of moisture in here, especially in the wintertime, just because we had cold air above in the hayloft, and we'd have dripping and things like that. And this year we had none of that at all. It's super easy to clean. You just wipe it with some water or some, we use a steamer just to get the fly feces off and things. And it's just super bright in here as well with getting everything, you know, white and lit up. So that was great to install. It didn't take very long. It took about 3 days to put in, but great product, and keeps everything nice and clean. We did some fans on the walls here. Those were also ordered from System, as well as the heaters in the ceiling here, just as people are tacking up their horses or cleaning their horses and brushing, then they can put some heat on. Those are infrared. And then we also did some stuff here in the wash stall, just to allow for easier washing with the hose and the system in here. And they have a lot of products for that as well. So that was a great fit. We did some ventilation as well in each of the stalls, just to get fresh air in. So those HRV system there that you see above the window, those circulate fresh air in and out of the barn. You know, pretty much every 60 seconds they pull air in or push air out, and just keeps things a little bit fresher in here when, especially in the colder months. So then out here, we also did a bunch of more fencing. So out here we did all this new fencing here. System installed all this just to keep our outdoor horses out here in our dirt paddocks. We put in some frost-free hydrants to get water easier out here, rather than, you know, carrying it with buckets and things. And we didn't want to necessarily go with the drinking posts, so the frost-free hydrants were a great option. So all this fencing back here was all done by System and the team there, and it's now only 2 years old, but it's, you know, virtually maintenance free. Hi. Again, we have the hay optimizers, and then we have some other paddocks back here with some shelters where we have more hay optimizers as well. Yeah, this was all new fencing that we put in here. There was a riding ring back here before, so we brought in some material and built this up to add more paddocks. And then we have our grass paddocks out there, which we'll start using hopefully in the next couple weeks. So that's it. I don't know if you guys have any questions. I think the best people to ask are Robin and Dwayne. They're extremely helpful and have done this for many years. So I highly recommend that you reach out to them, and I hope you enjoyed a little tour here.